What is going on, world? Welcome back once again. My name is ZacNovak and this is ZacNovak Plays Games. Or where have you been for like almost 2 freaking weeks, Novak? Well, I've actually been moving house. I'm actually in a new place now and things are pretty much set up. So yeah, I've finally got internet. I've finally been able to get back on Destiny 2 and now I'm actually able to record videos. So let's see XURS location and inventory. Roll the intros. Let's get right into it. I do hope you certainly enjoy. Alrighty, so this week we're on Nessus, spawning out Watcher's Grave, chilling up to the barge. Once you're spawned in, jump on your sparrow and head up in this good old direction. Watch out for the random people that are kind of just chilling around you. If there are randoms chilling around you, and well, we're gonna jump up this little thing. Honestly, I'm pretty freaking happy. You guys can probably tell slightly, maybe potentially from my actual attitude and the way I'm recording this video. It has been a while and oh my god, it is honestly really freaking good to be back. Well, alright, so Tentacle Bastard, Zor, this week. Forgot to even do that stuff because I'm a little bit rusty on stuff. Anyway, let's start things off with the good old Warlock exotic known as Nazarite Sin. 23 legendary shards for this exotic that actually is pretty freaking cool looking. Honestly, it is actually pretty beastly. Main perk on it is called Abyssal Extractors. Void damage kills, increase ability, energy recharge rate. This thing in itself honestly is a lot of fun as a warlock. Simply just going around using actual void damage to get your void abilities back. This thing in itself is definitely pretty freaking cool. I honestly really like this. Pick it up if you have not got it for your warlock. 23 legendary shards. But moving on, next up we've got ourselves the Peacekeepers for the Titans. 23 legendary shards for this very underused exotic that actually surprisingly is really freaking cool if you do know how to use it. Mecha Holster is its main perk, reloads stowed submachine guns and allow you to ready your I said that wrong. Let's try that again. Reload stowed submachine guns and allows you to ready them instantly. Improves your handling with SMGs and your movement while wielding one. If you are wielding 2 SMGs, this in itself honestly is seriously a lot of fun. Definitely go ahead and try it out. This thing actually is pretty beastly for the Titan. It is actually not too bad with the good old 50 full stat in itself. 23 legendary shards for this thing. I forgot to actually state. Nazarite Sin 46, so not that great. So yeah, anyway. Once again, Peacekeepers, 23 legendary shards. Pick them up if you haven't got them for your Titan. But next up, we've got the Hunter or Huntress's Lucky Pants. 23 legendary shards for this. Also, surprisingly underused exotic for your legs that actually works by reloading things. It's called Illegally Modded Holster as its main perk. Precision hits load 1 round to the chamber of stowed hand cannons. Hand cannons ready faster and are more accurate immediately after swapping to them. These things in themselves actually are surprisingly beastly. I honestly have to state, I do actually like these. They honestly look pretty freaking cool aesthetic wise, and actually going around just using a hand cannon is honestly a lot of fun, especially when you've got 2 good hand cannons on. This thing in itself is freaking spicy. Pick it up if you have not got 23 legendary shards for your Hunter Huntress. Next up though, moving on though, we've got ourselves the Weapon of the Week, also known as Vigilance Wing. D1 to D2, bless this beastly weapon. 29 legendary shards for this thing. Once again, I will have to state it is beastly, it is beastly, it is really freaking beastly. Main perk on it is actually called Harsh Truths. This weapon fires a 5-round burst when a nearby ally is killed, gain health regeneration and increased movement speed, hand in hand with its secondary trait being Last Stand, improved weapon performance and greatly increased recovery when its wielder is the last living member of the fire team. This thing in itself is a callback to the Trials because of its perks, and it's honestly still a very Trials persistent persistent, or I should say weapon. This thing in itself is just honestly really freaking cool and beastly in PvE. It actually melts. It really freaking does. Pick it up if you have not got it. It looks pretty freaking cool. It's got some cool catalysts. It also actually looks pretty beastly with all 3 different flavors, whether you're going Book of the Dead, Heaven's Vigil, which is actually my favorite because it kind of just looks like a chocolate bar, or the good old Vigil for Saint 14, which actually just makes it look really, I guess, old school and kind of scary, but also mimics most other, I guess, pulse rifles. But it's cool. It's awesome. Pick it up if not got it. 29 legendary shards. Moving on though, next up we've got ourselves the consumables. The 5 of Swords challenge card for your Nightfall. Do you want to make your Nightfalls a little bit more spicy, a little bit more challenging? We'll add these challenging challenges to your already challenging Nightfall to make that challenging Nightfall even more challenging. This also allows you to pretty much, you know, if you want to go through and run, say, more Void and more grenades, that in itself can be your run. Do you want to actually deal more damage from heavy weapons? Well, you can do that. Do you want to take more damage from arc? Do you want to actually only get your health when you are actually moving? Pick this thing up and you can do up all that different stuff. It literally allows you to go through and tailor-made your Nightfalls, make them as much fun as you want. Simply, it is pretty freaking cool. And next up, finally finishing things off, we've got the Isochronal Engram, aka the Fated Engram. 97 legendary shards for this exotic that'll actually decrypt into an exotic you don't actually own from your collection unless you own all exotics in that said collection. This in itself, if you do actually go through and you want to get certain exotics for different actual characters, say you've got everything for your Warlock, you can simply jump onto your Titan, go through and actually get some more exotics for your Titan, or you can even actually go through and do it for your Hunter or Huntress. Sorry about that, I really had to do that in American for some reason, I don't know why, but anyway, 97 legendary shards. It is expensive, but sometimes it can actually come in with some pretty sick stuff. If you do own an exotic that actually comes out of this, it might be a duplicate with better rolls, or it's just going to be something like that. A Cerberus 1. Which actually, you know, come to think of it, this thing actually is surprisingly decent, and at the moment, it's 929, which is a little bit higher than my stuff, so haha. I'm chucking that on, but well, it's not higher than this, but I mean, it's something you want to chuck on. It's cool, it's nice, it's the Cerberus 1. It does actually look pretty decent. I like this thing. Actually, wait, let's chuck this ornament on because this looks even better. It looks fresh, it looks clean, it looks ready to kill and be mean. This thing is nice. I like it. So, yeah, where else was I going with this? Not really sure. This is ZURS location and inventory for the weekend. This has been ZacNovak. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, wait, I did just realize I didn't actually tell you what the lucky pants were. So, the roll in lucky pants, 48. Not the greatest. Anyway though, this has been the ZURS location and inventory for the weekend. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, click that like button down below. I'm going to go ahead and open some of these things because I want to go through and actually run some menagerie because it actually is still a lot of fun. I'm also going to go through and do a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to have a few other videos hopefully coming up in probably either today, tomorrow, whenever I can actually, you know, get around to editing it, simply because I've got to go and do a doctor's appointment. Go and do a doctor's appointment? I've got to go to a doctor's appointment. Let's just blast this guy out, edit this video, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, click the like button down below, do all that good stuff. Is there literally, there is 2 guys here, like 2, like not wanted targets, freaking, what are they called? Valued targets, ones that you can get, you know, stuff from. You know what, I'm going to take these guys out with the super because I have seriously missed using my super. It has been one of those things. Anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, click that like button, good stuff from Ed Sheeran, like Karen over here was Ed Sheeran. Share this video because it certainly helps that channel, helps out you guys, and helps out other people to actually see where ZURS location and what his inventory is if they are too lazy to actually go and see him. Once again, this has been ZacNovak. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, do the good stuff from Ed Sheeran, like Karen over here was Ed Sheeran. But until next time, this is ZacNovak signing off. Peace out.